My name is Natalie and I'm 22 years old, and last year, in the beginning of the year, I was diagnosed with glandular fever. I was going into my last year of my nursing studies, and so I was excited going into my last year. I didn't think that glandular fever would hold me back, but when I started, I was still very exhausted, and so I realised that I really couldn't push through this year, and so I had to pull out. That was really difficult, as I was so excited about doing my last year. 6 months of what felt like just existing went by, and just the same was happening. I didn't seem to be getting too much better. We went to the hospital multiple times and had multiple different hospital stays, and every doctor just couldn't figure out what was going on. Every time I was in the hospital, I'd feel like the hope was just being sucked out of me. One doctor said to me, he said, "I've seen this before in chronic fatigue patients, and you might just need to learn to live with this." It got to December and I kind of accepted, okay, I'm probably not going to be able to go back to nursing next year. One thing I held on to the whole year was the verse, "He who is promised is faithful." Something the Lord promised me when I gave my heart to the Lord was that He would be faithful to me always. This was something I clung to. I didn't always feel like it. I didn't always feel like He was there or that things were going to be okay, because it just looked like a hopeless situation and I didn't know how it was going to be okay. But He promised to be faithful, and I knew that was a truth, and I clung to that truth.
So I'm Kayla, Natalie's mum. It was really difficult to see Natalie in pain, and it was a struggle for not only me but for all our family. One particular hour I remember where Natalie was in the hospital and they were giving her medications and doing tests, and she had a reaction to the medications, and she's like, "Mom, I don't feel right," and she said, "Mom, I can't feel my hands." We were ushered out, and that's the last I seen Natalie for over an hour, and I didn't know if I would ever see Natalie the same way again. I knew we needed prayer, and I had texted Pastor Anita, and asked them to pray. In that time, a surgeon had come in that had seen a reaction like this before and was able to give Natalie an injection to reverse what was happening. Although the journey didn't finish there, I can look and see God's faithfulness. I'm thankful when I'm able to see Natalie and that she's able-bodied now and still healing, but able-bodied.
I am Natalie Fox. I'm Natalie's father. There were many tough times for Natalie last year. She was in and out of hospital with the pain and with the nausea, and I felt powerless to do anything about this. So I prayed. I'm not sure if there's one single miracle that happened, or whether it was a series of events and miracles that happened along the way, but I could see God's hand right through this whole journey with Natalie in the hospital. One scripture that would come to mind for me many times while she was in the hospital, it was 2 Timothy 1:7. "For God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of love, power and a sound mind." And that scripture really helped me get through, knowing that God has given me a sound mind and not a spirit of fear.
After all that prayer and all that support and everything that happened, my miracle did come, and I was holding on and holding out for that miracle. And on the 22nd of December, I finally had an operation that I had been waiting for, and ever since then I've just been getting better and better. Another thing that was amazing in this whole journey was just the support of the church. Just so many people just coming up to me and saying that they're praying for me. Even people that I didn't even know, everyone was just like coming up to me and showing support. My GP, at the end of all this, she looked at me and she said, "Nat, your life is truly a miracle." I'm just so grateful and so thankful for what God has brought me from, and now I'm in my halfway through my first semester of my nursing training, and I did not think this was possible. Here I am now, living my life, and just so thankful for the gift of truly being able to live my life free.